Ravens introduced to this sellout crowd, and through a sea of pyrotechnics, out they came from the tunnel. We're set to go as the Ravens get ready to match up with the Buffalo Bills.
Let's go! Blue 90! Blue 90!
Now the first carry for LaShawn McCoy. And this defense feeling the encouragement. They stop him at the line of scrimmage on the first play of the afternoon. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold him to no gain.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. So now an early 3rd and 10 opening drive. Working from the gun here, McCarron. He's got his running back, LaShawn McCoy. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down.
There's an example of good situational football being played by a defense. They understood where the 3rd down play was, the down and distance, and made sure that they didn't get anywhere near that, bringing up 4th down.
Yeah, they were sniffing out that marker, didn't want to let him get close to there, and now a likely 3 and out to start.
Yeah, I love the way they rallied to the football and got to him and made sure he didn't give up much run after catch.
And now here come the Ravens. Now Flacco and the Raven offense come up 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 48. Now a play fake here on 1st down. That's caught by the former Sooner, Mark Andrews. 16 yards on that one, and a Raven first.
And that's exactly why the Ravens drafted him, added him to their stable after drafting Hayden Hurst in the 1st round. A second tight end who can catch the football. He looks like a guy who's going to line up on the line of scrimmage and mash you in the running game as a blocker. But his best attributes, splitting out, catching the football almost as an extra wide receiver.
A first carry now for Alex Collins. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 12 yards to pick up there. Good for a Raven first. Well, no slow start here. A couple nice chunk plays back-to-back.
I love the momentum that they're showing here early because they did it both ways, right? Threw the ball on 1st down for a nice chunk of yardage. Came right back and ran the ball. Looks like they've got the defense set back on their heels. Let's see if they can keep this moving.
On 1st, they go right back to Collins. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 12 yards on back-to-back plays there, and that's another 1st down. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
Here's a 1st down run with Collins. And he's brought down. 11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well. That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only are they controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the 2nd and the 3rd levels. You know, get to the linebacker spot, the secondary spot, getting all the way downfield with their blocking, which helps keep the running back clean.
They'll try to continue that trend here this afternoon. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. John Brown there to make the grab. And the Ravens have taken the early lead. On those slants, everything happens so quickly. What makes it work?
the timing between the passer and the receiver. In this case, a slant route ordinarily is probably about 3 steps before you go on the slant. In this amount of time, boom, put his foot in the ground and got inside for the pass.
Got inside for the pass, got inside for the catch and the score. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Now the Bills offense gets ready to head back onto the field and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
They'll start on the ground with McCoy. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 11 yards and a Buffalo first down. Charles, I think sometimes maybe we take LaShawn McCoy for granted. Been in the league since 2009. He's played 12 or more games every season as a running back. 30 years old this year. What do you see for his future?
I still see a very bright future for him, and you're exactly right. We do kind of take him for granted. Remember, he was with Philadelphia. Then he goes to Buffalo. Buffalo goes through the playoff drought before last season. And the Eagles, they win a Super Bowl without him. So, yeah, we forget just how special he is. But I do think with his running style, he's got many more seasons left.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long.
Here we go now. 3-19.
After the penalty, it's McCoy. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. It'll be a gain of 11, and that'll bring up a 3rd down.
In today's NFL, when you get teams in long yardage situations with your defense, you're really going to go to your speed packages. You're going to get smaller, lighter guys on the field in order to cover the expected pass. So they might want to run the ball against a smaller, lighter lineup with your big guys, and that's exactly what happened on that play. It was tough on them, and now instead of being in 3rd and very long, they ended up setting themselves up in 3rd and manageable. They've got a chance at a first down.
12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. On 1st and 10, here's A.J. McCarron. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack. Back at the 47-yard line.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green.
They fake the give. Now McCarron. He's going to air one out. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on first down. Then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back. But it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Here we go. 3-19.
On 3rd and long, it's McCarron. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes.
There's a little bit of defense right there. Nickel set, 5 defensive backs. They just snuffed out every route that was going. Quarterback never got rid of the football.
Here's Colton Schmidt now as he'll kick it away for the second time. The Ravens offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And coming up on their second drive of the game, had the touchdown last time out. Now they have the football back. Chance to really seize early momentum.
Feels to me like they had a really excellent week of practice, that it all came together. But I'll bet you it got galvanized in the locker room in pregame. Somehow I think the head coach, his oratorical skills were on point.
They go play action here on first down. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. On 2nd down, Collins. And he'll take it ahead to the 28-yard line. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll leave him with a 3rd down and 6 to go.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did, to get them into a manageable 3rd down, because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Third down, Flacco needs a decent chunk of yardage.
And 3rd down is a key down in any game you play. And 3rd down defense, something we've got to watch in this one. Got to be effective on the passing downs. That's a pretty good first step right there.
So on 4th down, here's Sam Cook to punt it away. Back deep is Kalen Clay. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. The Bills offense coming out, ready to take over. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a 1st down and change our momentum?
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Terrell Suggs coming on the blitz. He gets him for a loss of 7.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away, because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17.
Let's go! 3-19!
On 2nd down, it's McCoy. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd.
Okay, even just being nice, the last 2 plays were not very good offensively. So if you're the play caller, was it the team's execution or was it strategy? If it was execution, you continue to call the game the way you're calling it. But if it's strategy, change up what you're doing and figure it out.
Green, 39!
McCarron from the gun on 3rd. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's 4th down.
It's a great job by this secondary. When I watch them, they remind me of elite defenders on a basketball court, right? They want to contest each and every pass.
Great contest on 3rd down to bring up 4th. And he's getting a workout here in this first quarter as he gets it away. 46 yards on the boot. The coverage holds him to just 3 on the return. And the Ravens, they'll take over. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field.
They were forced to punt last time, and I doubt sincerely that they'll have to punt here because they're gifted with terrific field position.
I don't even want to think about the idea that they would end up punting starting with this type of field position. Neither do they. Great starting spot, great opportunity to run your full playbook. They want to take a shot here, they can go ahead and do it.
They'll begin the drive with Collins. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. They go again with Collins. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that'll make it 3rd and 13. Flacco from the gun. And able to find John Brown. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. First down Ravens as Flacco finds the former Cardinal John Brown. Play action, Flacco. And this one is incomplete.
Oh, boy, partner, did that just happen? I've got my hand over my eyes right now because, like him, it's going to haunt my dreams, too. He was wide open. How did he overthrow him there?
Defensively, just very lucky. You know that they got away with one there. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Here's carry number 1 for Kenneth Dixon. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Lorenzo Alexander brings him down. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or 2 because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
And the line to gain here is the 37 on 3rd down. From the gun, Flacco. And they take him down. The Bills get to him. These strong safeties, some people may not realize it. It's really like an extra linebacker, right?
It really is because they're hybrids. Half linebacker, half defensive back. The linebacker in him on that play emerged.
Here's Sam Cook now. On for his 2nd punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Now the Bills offense gets ready to head back onto the field.
So far, they've had 3 drives, 3 punts. Not good.
Not good indeed because you've got to have something to show for being out on the field. Now, sometimes if you have a game where neither side has scored, 3 punts isn't a bad thing. But when you're trying to set the pace, get up on top in a game, you've got to show better offense and find a way to put some points on the board.
All right, here we go.
McCarron now on 1st down. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
Well, it certainly appears that they're going to try and keep getting him the football. It's the 3rd time they've looked in his direction. Unfortunately, haven't completed one yet, but I'm not sure they're going to shy away from it. They feel like they've got something there, and they want to capitalize on it.
I think you're right. We're only in the 1st quarter, so a lot of opportunities ahead. This give is to McCoy, and he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. He only got a couple on that one, so not a ton of help. They'll have a 3rd and 8 forthcoming.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down, then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
Here we go now. 3-19.
Now a play fake. McCarron. And he's got his man. It's the tight end Clay. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. The 21 yards there as they convert on third. There's Chris Ivory with his first carry. And he takes it down to the 40 with a pickup of 4. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on second down.
They'll keep it on the ground with McCoy this time. And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
From the gun, it's McCarron. Gets it to Benjamin. It's caught. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 13 yards on his first catch. It's a first down as well.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
To get him some passes that he's comfortable with, some easy throws, some complete.
And McCarron will try again on second. Caught on the left side by Benjamin. And down inside the 15 he goes. The Bills passing game getting them down the field. They've got another first down. First trip to the red zone for the Bills. It's 1st and 10 at the 14. From the red zone now, it's McCarron. And his pass incomplete. The linebacker, C.J. Mosley, there in coverage.
But there was no trace of nervousness there. He was able to diagnose that play from his linebacker position, stay in excellent coverage, and bat the ball away.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. On 2nd down, Ivory. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches.
Look, the first down marker is out there, but sometimes it's hard to find for an offense when they're in a long yardage situation, which usually means throw the football. In this case, they went against the tendency and ran it. And boy, the reward was there. A big, big pickup. And guess what? It's now 3rd and very short in order to try and pick up a first down.
McCarron going to try and throw on 3rd down. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down.
I have to say that was a surprise call on 3rd and inches. I thought they'd try and run the football there, but you got to believe they thought they'd surprise the defense and pick up something downfield, but that one goes incomplete.
And Hauschka's kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3.
A dozen plays on that drive that ends with the field goal.
Let's go ahead and break out some of the old chestnuts here, right, partner? Keep the ball in front, rally to it, and make the tackle, right? No big plays given up, no balls over your head. Bend, don't break.
Hold on. Chestnuts?
You like
Come
that
on.
one?
What does that mean, break out? Just because you break chestnuts?
I'm not sure about that, but I'm just going with why they said that. I have no idea.
Now after the made field goal, Hauschka back out onto the field to kick it away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage.
Leverage.
Big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. He's going deep for Brown. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on at second down. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Flacco off play action. Man open left side is Brown. And he's brought down after a good gain. A really nice gain of 25 yards. So there on that play, offensively, they ran the crossing route. Defense was in zone coverage. So as a former DB, how tough is it to defend that?
It's really difficult because your natural inclination is to chase the receiver and maybe leave your zone. So you have to have discipline in order to talk to your other coverage guys and let him know that that receiver's crossing from your zone to the next zone. He's coming your way. Make sure you have him. And then when the ball is actually thrown, secure the tackle. When they're moving on crossing routes, if you miss a tackle, it usually results in a big play.
Second down, Flacco now. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. And they just keep marching right along. First down on a pickup of 8 there.
As far as tight ends go, this guy's not a speed burner. He's much more of an inline blocking type of a tight end. But how about this last play? Made a nice catch and picked up a first down.
That's what impresses me about him. When he's called upon, usually gets it done.
1st and 10 here for Flacco. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Michael Crabtree, the intended receiver, and it's 2nd down.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, it's Dixon, and he'll be taken down at the 34. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again, they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
The Ravens on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9.
Operating out of the gun, Flacco. And the 3rd down pass falls incomplete.
I wonder, Brandon, I just wonder, you think maybe he was worried about where he was on the field? Was he far enough? Was he close enough to the first down sticks?
Absolutely. He was right there by him, and I think he was thinking first down before he caught that football.
Yeah, got to catch it first, because if you don't catch it, there's no chance of picking up a first down.
Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked.
Those really long field goals, when they are made, they are things of beauty, but there is a danger to getting them started, isn't there?
Yeah, with that low drive, you've got to really keep it low to the ground, don't you, to get that distance.
Yeah, hard to just pop it up in the air because otherwise it's not going to get there. So he's got to drive it low in order to have the distance, and that usually puts it in jeopardy, gives him a chance to block it, and everyone knows it on the other side. That's when you get your best jumpers on the other side of the field and try and get up and get it.
On second down, here's McCarron. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. Zay Jones was the intended receiver. Third down here.
One thing I have learned, receivers don't mind high throws so much to the sideline, but do that over the middle to them, and not only are the DBs going to throw a little verbal trash their way, when they get back to the huddle, they're going to have a few words to say to their QB, aren't they?
Yeah, hung out to dry a little bit there on the high throw. Luckily, fell incomplete.
Now here's McCarron on third. Going to drop this off to McCoy. Complete. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll be fourth down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Here's Colton Schmidt now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin them back. And the Ravens taking the field. Now Flacco and the Raven offense come up 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. On 1st down, Flacco. And that is incomplete here.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Second and 10. Flacco once more. He gets this one to Michael Crabtree. And he gets this one all the way up to the 40-yard line. First catch of the game for Crabtree. It's a 1st down. Now a give to Collins. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. Up to make the play defensively, Tre'Davious White.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
And again, it's Collins. And he'll get it into enemy territory just a 49. So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 49-yard line. 1st and 10, and Flacco looking to throw. Oh, he can't hang on. That was a dream chance for any D lineman to possibly get a pick, but instead it falls down incomplete.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
Now Collins. And down to the 44, 5 yards that time.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
The Ravens on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 5. Flacco. Open receiver, that's Hayden Hurst, the tight end. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 13 yards on his first catch. It's a first down as well.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
Flacco now just 7 of 15 so far, but he's got a 1st and 10. They look to throw on 1st and 10 with Flacco. Over the middle here to Brown. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. 10 more there and another first down. And that's one of his advantages of a passer, is it not? With his height, setting back there in the pocket, firing it over the middle, he can really see everything clearly.
It is, and I know that other quarterbacks get it done different ways, all right? You don't have to be his height to make a great play. But what he does is he takes away having to make those slide steps in the pocket to find angles to throw the ball through. He just throws right over the top of it because he can see everything, and sometimes that saves time and gets the ball to a receiver quicker. Shaq Lawson's one of those guys that after a while you quit just trying to define him by a position. Defensive end, outside linebacker, doesn't matter. He knows how to get upfield and spill some plays.
So disruptive. What makes him so disruptive?
I think it's strength. If you see his upper body, I mean, he's got some strength up there and some really good hands, but he's got some surprising quickness as well to get him upfield.
The defensive tackle Kyle Williams there for the stop.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
3rd down. Flacco needs a decent chunk of yardage. Now a hit, and Flacco drops the football. It's loose. Now this is picked up by the Bills. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. A bad 3rd down mistake there.
Points were already on the board in their mind. And that's the worst part about it, right? Because it's just like in golf. Never count it in the cup until it rolls in there. Otherwise, you can really get messed up with your scores. In this case, you know they thought, hey, at least 3, maybe even a chance to get 6. It's a little bit demoralizing going off the field. Now that you've turned it over and you come up empty.
Yeah, if he holds on to that, at least the field goal on 4th down. Now they lose it. McCarron to throw on 2nd down. Completes it to Benjamin. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 15 yards that time, and a Buffalo first. And McCarron now just 7 of 16 passing thus far, but he's got a 1st and 10. On 1st down, McCarron. And Jones has it over the middle. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. A.J. McCarron looking to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. First time these two have hooked up this afternoon, and it's a 1st down.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a 1st down.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue, 90.
On 1st and 10, here's A.J. McCarron. Going deep for Benjamin. And nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle 3rd of the field where he threw that one.
A give to McCoy. And a pretty good run there as he gets 7 down to the 33.
Well, this play sequence was really kind of called in reverse. Incomplete pass on 1st and 10. Nice run on 2nd and 10 when probably everyone was expecting him to throw the football. Now, if you're the defense, what are they going to do on 3rd down? You're a little off balance.
Under 4 to play now. Clock running. 3rd down.
Here we go now.
Offensive line wasn't set. There's the flag, and 5 yards back they go.
Quarterback has to look around and make sure that his team is ready to go. Sometimes the quarterbacks go faster than is necessary.
Now after the false start, they need 8 yards here on 3rd down.
Here we go now. Green.
McCarron from the gun on 3rd. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Here's Colton Schmidt now as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. The Ravens offense now, they get set and head back onto the field. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field. And to come away with nothing, that's difficult for a team to handle.
Difficult, and now we'll see if they can make it less difficult on themselves on this drive.
And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started.
That goes down as a loss against his rushing stats. But really, should he have to absorb that one? He had no chance on that play before they overwhelmed him.
Pretty much on top of him before he could take his first step.
Here's Collins. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line.
Doesn't matter who you're rooting for in this game. The effort of the man with the football, getting away from one and trying to turn forward and get some yardage, I really liked what he did there.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Third and long for Joe Flacco. That's caught over the middle by Hurst. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Flacco now 9 of 17 through the air. Not a great percentage, but it is 1st and 10. Throwing here on 1st down. Flacco throws a quick hitter on the slant. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
He's a rookie, and you don't want to get hung up on the word potential. But when you see him make catches like that, you keep thinking to yourself, he's good now. He's got a chance to be great with plenty of work.
From the gun, Flacco. And he finds Kenneth Dixon. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down.
As a passer, you're always trying to find that open window to throw the ball downfield. How about this one? Right in the middle of the field, right in the heart of a defense.
Flacco will take to the air again. Caught left side to Crabtree. And now before this 1st down play, we're going to get a timeout here. As they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the 1st half. Flacco will come to the line, 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. And again, it's Flacco to throw. And this is caught at the 8. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the 1st half. One receiver right, that's Brown. Here's Flacco. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Kenneth Dixon from 4 yards out. And the Ravens will extend their lead. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here in the 2nd quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the 2nd half.
Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. To return, it's Kalen Clay. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. And now out come the Bills. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
McCarron now on 1st down. Going for the deep ball. And that's caught inside the 35. A big play there just before halftime. 41 yards.
We just saw him hit a big play there on a deep post. And most of the time, the post isn't available because usually you have defenders in the middle of the field. But if you throw enough curls and crossing routes and underneath routes, I know from experience, they get tired of watching those balls get caught. They start to creep up a little bit, and that's when you can hit them big over the top.
Throwing on 1st. Here's McCarron. And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now just under 30 seconds to go in this 1st half.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the 1st half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. McCarron again here on 2nd and 10. And he comes back with one complete. And a stoppage here, a timeout before this 3rd down play takes place, as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this 1st half. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Again, they'll throw it with A.J. McCarron. Oh, he almost had the rare interception. The big fella couldn't hang on, though. Incomplete.
I know ultimately that feels like a good defensive play, but I know it's really not. They had a chance to keep points off the board. Now they have a chance to kick a field goal by missing that shot.
Yeah, especially at this spot in the field. He's got to be upset he couldn't come up with that INT. And Hauschka's kick is good. And a second field goal here cuts their deficit to 14-6 now.
So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
Now after the made field goal, Hauschka back out onto the field to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
The drive starts with a run by Collins. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short. So we're at halftime here in the Inner Harbor with the hometown Ravens on top. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach! That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Now Flacco and the Raven offense come up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they'll get it all the way out near midfield to the 45. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
Almost not fair. The big guy running the corner route, being able to lean and push and get to where he wants.
So how do you stop him?
A lot of times you want to have a linebacker on him, a bigger body guy who can handle him physically. But a lot of times that doesn't work as well because his quickness often wins the route.
They run with Collins, and he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. Well, that play was doomed right from the start.
He just about ran into every defender on that one, didn't he? It felt like everyone got a piece of that tackle.
This is Collins on the handoff. And he'll take it across midfield and into Buffalo territory. Pretty good running there, 9 yards. Sets up a 3rd and 1.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. The Ravens on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation.
They'll try and run forward with Collins. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave them with a 4th down.
Well, he was stopped on that play, but he's had plenty of carries all afternoon. Every now and then the defense is going to win one, but I don't think they'll shy away from handing it to him the rest of the game.
Here's Sam Cook now as he's on to punt for Baltimore. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. So here's the Bills offense now. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance to turn that into points on the offensive end.
Can you imagine what the grease board looks like at the half? Because
no, tell me.
That's exactly what they printed up. Stop them on defense, get the ball back for our offense, and go downfield and score some points. Now, the last part remains to be seen, but they got the first part done very well.
Do people use grease boards, or you mean the magic marker boards?
Yeah, those two.
You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now, is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just one target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target of the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him, though. Find him. Find him.
The Bills on third down. They're hitting at just 30%, 3 for 10. This will be 3rd and 5. From the gun, it's McCarron. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked off here by Jimmy Smith. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. Well, when someone other than the quarterback is throwing the football, it's either beautiful or a disaster, and here it was the latter.
Nowhere in between, right? I think you're exactly right. It takes some fortitude to call that type of a play. But when it doesn't work, oh, boy, you wish you hadn't.
Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. 12 yards to pick up there. Good for a Raven first. 5th catch of the game for him there.
Yeah, and the tight end position is now becoming a volume pass catcher. Used to be occasional, right? Safety valve. Throw one to him every so often, but mainly they want him out there to block. Nowadays, an integral part of the passing game, and they create such great mismatches that they often become the leading receiver.
They go play action here on first down. Looking left side, Andrews with it complete. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a 1st and goal.
Such a valuable commodity to have a tight end who can run and get open. How about what he just did there? Worked his way from right to left across the field and found his way free.
Passing play, Flacco. That is caught at the 7-yard line. No gain there on the completion. It'll be 2nd down.
Brandon, just mark that under the category of just not successful. Trying to throw the ball, just didn't work on that one.
Completed it. No yardage. They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. He'll get it up the middle. And he will force his way into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Alex Collins taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Ravens will add on to their lead. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit. Get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Game, the second half, no matter what. Well, this first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever. This was a big score to start second half.
Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. On the return, Clay. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The Bills getting set to go. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. They'll run it with McCoy. He works his way forward for a couple up past the 30.
If they want to start getting back into this game, it behooves them to get better on first down.
Yeah, certainly not what they were looking for there out of the opening play of this drive.
Let's go!
Now McCarron throwing on second. And that's going to be incomplete. He was trying to hit Thomas that time, and it's 3rd down.
You know, they wanted. You know they expected. They needed him to be sharp coming out after the half. Unfortunately, he's missed his first 3 throws. I wonder if he got out late and missed his warm-up time.
The whole team did come out a little bit later than usual. I don't know, maybe there's something to that.
Must have been a heck of a halftime speech.
Yeah, maybe just trying to rally the troops back from this deficit.
Now flags will come in. One of the Bills got going a little early. And maybe they were coming with a blitz that time, and it caused a jump.
I think if we saw it, you know that they saw it. Might have been a little discussion down there. Bad guys coming. Pick them up. Pick them up. And someone jumped.
So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now. 3rd and long.
Now let's go.
They fake the give. Now McCarron. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes.
We've watched this a long time, and I still don't believe we get it. 3rd and long. Why are you calling play action?
Because they're not going to bite defensively, right?
No, not at all. I did have a coach explain to me years ago that for some teams, that's how they have to deal with pass protection and their line blocking. But to me, it seems silly.
Yeah, well, they're silly, and it leads to a play action sack. Schmidt on to punt as he sends it away.
And now Baltimore gets set to take the field.
This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, you feel like you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still 3rd quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on 1st down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Takes to midfield, but no further. Just a yard there.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
The Ravens on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 9.
Flacco from midfield. To the right side and complete to Hurst. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. And a big 32-yard play on 3rd.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
A red zone 1st down for Flacco. And this is caught at the 8. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. 11 more on that one and another 1st down. And there they went crossing route against the zone defense. What do you think of that?
Takes real coordination between the passer and the receiver because you've got to read those zones and where the open spots are and be on the same page with the guy throwing the football. Because sometimes you're throwing it in front of the zone. Sometimes you're throwing it between the zones. Sometimes the receiver's going to just kind of find a spot and what we call sit down and present himself to the quarterback and throw it there. It's a tough read, but when they're in sync, it's really effective.
Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here. On 2nd down, Flacco to throw. His pass caught at the 4. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. They'll wind up getting 7 on the completion, but they'll still be faced now with a 3rd and goal situation. Well, they've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal? Third and goal. Flacco under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8. Lorenzo Alexander in there to drop him for a 4-yard loss, and it'll be 4th down. So out comes a field goal team now for the second time here today. He had his lone attempt blocked earlier. And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. And that will make this now an 18-point ball game. So he missed that field goal earlier, but he says not this time. Able to knock it through, give his guys 3.
I like his poise. I like his confidence, his belief in himself. Sometimes when you miss that first one, you see a lot of guys sag and they can't make the next one. Not in this case. Stepped right up like a pro.
Tucker now following the made field goal, set to kick it away. On the return, Clay. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Now McCarron over the middle, and it's incomplete. He has still not connected on a single pass in this second half.
And right now they're going through all the different reasons, the whys, the wherefores. Bottom line, got to find some completions in there and get their offense moving.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Back to the air on 2nd down. It's McCarron. He finds McCoy. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. It's a gain of 13 and a Buffalo first down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
And McCarron now, 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Now it's McCarron off play action. Over the middle and caught by the tight end Clay. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 47. Now a first down carry here for McCoy. He'll get about 4 here, down to the 43-yard line.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
McCarron to throw on 2nd down. And Jones has it over the middle. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. The Bills passing game getting them down the field. They've got another first down. Here's McCoy. And McCoy loses the football.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Now a play fake. McCarron. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And they went for a big play through the air on 2nd down. Couldn't connect. Now it's 3rd.
What a job by this defense all game long. They've come together and really said, no one's crossing our goal line, and they're definitely not going to start right now.
You can just see the dejection. Feel like nothing is working offensively. Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7.
Hang on now. 3-19.
Shotgun snap from McCarron. Open man is Holmes.
They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Partner, they weren't quite in the red zone, but things are starting to get condensed on the field. Throwing the corner route there, really nice play because it gives them a little bit of room to complete it.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
Now let's go. 3-19.
McCarron on 1st down. And incomplete.
I remember growing up playing basketball. My coach has always talked about communicating on defense, making sure you talk on defense, know where your screens are, know where the cuts are coming from, who has who. Well, guess what? It's the same thing in football. Even though there's more noise out there, you can hear all the screams of screen, screen. This defense, the bench, everyone let them know what the play was, and that's why they were able to react and knock the ball away.
And not only did he drop it, he dropped the end zone.
We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard.
Here we go.
Now flags will come in. One of the Bills got going a little early. That's going to set him back 5 yards.
A bad time for a false start penalty as they're backed up now for 3rd and goal.
Let's go. Green 39. Green 39.
And they'll go play action with McCarron. And almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's 4th down.
Sometimes it's just not your day. There's another failure right there on 3rd down.
So now here comes the field goal team for the 3rd time today. And Hauschka's kick is good. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. So his 3rd field goal of the ball game brings him a bit closer, but there's no question they need to start turning some of these 3s into 6s.
And 7s and probably even 8s. You know, as a kicker, you just head out when you're called upon, so he's done his job. It's the rest of the offense that needs to get it in gear. They want to close this gap.
Now after the made field goal, Hauschka back out onto the field to kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. Here comes the Raven offense now, ready for another possession. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
And he'll get this one up to the 26. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, they held him to a short gain on that one. And it almost felt like on that first run, they were trying to just throw the jab at him. So how do you stop a jab? Get closer and smother it, just as they did on that last play.
Second down, Flacco now. Brought in left side by Snead. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helps to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
The Ravens on third down. Not quite 50%, 4 for 9. This time they face a 3rd and 2. And they'll run it here. And an alley to run. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. It's a pickup of 11 at a Baltimore first down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
On first down, they go with Dixon. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Now Flacco. Oh, did he hang on to it? He did on the dive. Nice grab. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
And that's how you throw for a whole heap of yards in a game. You get efforts like that from your receivers. How about him laying out for that cat?
Yeah, excellent. Makes the quarterback look a whole lot better. And on the ground they go with a running back. And he'll be brought down at about the 25 after a pickup of 4.
Sometime in this 4th quarter, someone on defense is going to have to step up and force a turnover.
On the draw, Flacco to Dixon. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
You can really tell right now both sides have amped up the aggressiveness. That time the offense winning the aggression battle.
And the defense was obviously aiming for the football, maybe a little bit more so than the runner himself, and that's why he was able to break through and get the gain that he did.
And they'll go with a ground attack here. And he's going to push his way down to about the 12. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
On 3rd down, this is Collins. So he got free of 1 tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. It's a pickup of 4, but they're still a yard short here with 4th down, forthcoming.
So many things go into making a good play on defense. In this situation, just not being blown out of the way was a big start, and then a nice tackle to finish things off.
Here's Justin Tucker now for the Raven field goal try.
Over the middle, complete. It's Andrews, but he will not get away. He stops short of the marker. They pass up the 3, fake it. It doesn't work.
I remember being taught that cliches have become so for a reason. A lot of times they're true, right? What's that they used to tell us about letting sleeping dogs lie? Well, this one wasn't sleeping. Maybe it was just slumbering a little bit. But taking that gamble there, you've got the lead. You may have ignited them now. They stopped you.
That's exactly right. If you take the points here, you don't shift momentum necessarily on that play. You probably just did.
Curley's got it complete. And they're going to get this one all the way up to the 35-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards.
Fourth quarter, every drive's so critical, and you figure may only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the second touchdown. You've got the first one for the second one to even matter.
Now let's go.
Throwing on first. Here's McCarron. It fights him off. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now second down.
Yeah, very smart play right there. Pocket collapsing around him. Love the way he moved around a little bit and avoided the sack.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. McCarron again here on 2nd and 10. Man open right side. It's the tight end Clay. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
The last play on the completion got them half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5. And again, it's McCarron. Incomplete. He had his hands on it, but couldn't pick it. But it's now 4th down. I guess they're in a situation now, 4th quarter, where they're forced to take some chances, but I don't know that that was the type of a chance you want to take.
And that one could very easily have been intercepted. And if it does get picked off, that could possibly seal this one.
Here's Colton Schmidt now, as he's on to punt for Buffalo. Oh, and what a play on special teams here. This is going to be down inside the 5, all the way down at the 2-yard line. The Ravens offense now, they get set to head back on the field. And they'll go ground game here with the tailback. And he'll get him a little bit of breathing room across the 5 to the 6-yard line. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Well, Brandon, pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football, but they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. You know, my music teacher back in New Paltz, Mrs. Bythema Bagley, used to say, don't go prestissimo when you really want to go largo. And what she meant by that is don't go too fast when you really want to go at a nice, slow, deliberate pace.
I am speechless. I am without speech. It's a 6-yard run, leaves him with about a foot or so here still to go to hit the marker with 3rd down coming up. And they'll go on the ground. And he will have the first down here as he's up to the 15. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on 3rd down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, 3rd down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one. They'll run it now out of the gun. And a nice gain there as he'll be taken down just shy of the 20. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time.
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And he is going to score. It's a pick 6 and a Bills touchdown.
So you just got through saying a moment ago someone was going to need to step up and force a turnover. Not only a turnover, but 6 points.
Yeah, think about it from the defense's perspective. How do you take the ball away, and can you convert it into points? Didn't even have to rely on their offense. They did it all on their own.
And now this defense will be coming right back on the field and still more work to do trailing. Hauschka with the extra point as this gets them back within a touchdown and a 2-point conversion. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. The return man, Chris Moore. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25. And now here come the Ravens. Now Flacco and the Raven offense come up 1st and 10 at their own 26. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
And they'll run it here. And he'll work his way across the 30 to the 32. That's what they needed. It's an 8-yard gain, and now 3rd and 4 suddenly doesn't look so bad. And in this situation with the lead 4th quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Here's Sam Cook now as he's on to punt for Baltimore. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. This is taken around the 12. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. And here come the Bills. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trite expression 101. Win 1st down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on 1st down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating 1st downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
Now a nice play defensively on 1st down as this is knocked away and incomplete.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. On play action, it's McCarron. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
McCarron following the sack. He leads his guys up on 3rd and long.
Here we go.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Going deep for his tight end Clay. And a shot taken on 3rd down, unsuccessful. 4th down now.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Here's Colton Schmidt now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it.
The Ravens offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
Throwing here on first down. Flacco. Crabtree with it over the middle. And down inside the 15 he goes. They get 14 on that one. That's good for a Baltimore first down.
I got the sense that the defense created a little momentum for them there, didn't they?
Did their job, forced the punt. Now, nice start to the drive. Offense has to do their part.
Yeah, they certainly do, but what a great start for them. They've got to go thank the guys on D.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to work this one down to about the 5. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. To pass, Flacco. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Just a gain of a yard, but it's going to set him up with a 1st and goal.
They got a completion there. That's clearly an example of one side happy, the other side not very happy. Defense, very, hey, take 1 or 2 yards. We're good with that. Offense, you got to expect to get more on the passing play.
So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. On 1st and goal, Collins. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll be 2nd and goal.
3 down.
Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal. They'll give it to him up the middle. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bringing up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key 3rd down. Highlight that word. Put it in bold. Here we go. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down. So hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to perhaps salt this one away. And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. And that will bump the lead up to 11. So his 2nd field goal of the game, and that could turn out to be the big one.
Yeah, you have to make them score twice to beat you, and that's not impossible. But here in the 4th quarter, puts their backs clearly against the wall.
Tucker now following the made field goal, set to kick it away. Back onto the field now comes the Bills offense. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
Here we go now. Blue landing.
On 1st and 10, here's A.J. McCarron. And that's incomplete.
He started out having some troubles back in the first half connecting with his receivers. Really hasn't gotten a whole lot better.
Yeah, he's at less than 50%, and you and I both know that just won't do. So I would think about spreading things out, putting it on the receivers, make them win those one-on-one battles on the perimeter, and find their way open.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Hurry up, here we go. Green 39, green 39.
And McCarron will try again on 2nd. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. He was looking for Charles Clay as tight end. And now it's 3rd down.
Well, they're slinging it, and then there's one you got to put a timer on, huh? I mean, that one came in hot.
That came in hot, but overthrown out of his reach and incomplete. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
All right, here we go. Boom, line it.
On 3rd down, here's McCoy. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. Call it a gain of 5. 4th down now. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays
All
out.
right, here we go. Boom, line it.
Now McCarron, he's got to have this one. And that is incomplete. The linebacker, C.J. Mosley, there in coverage. So with that, we can just about close the book on this one, Charles.
Yeah, what's the old expression about slim and none? Well, Slim just left town on that one.
They're down to none?
Yes, exactly right.
And on the ground they go with a running back. And room there to work it inside the 25. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively. And the Ravens taking the field. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about
toe
that.
bashed it.
Super toe.
And they'll go with a ground attack here. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. Now the Bills will take another timeout as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's Justin Tucker now for the Raven field goal try. And remember, he had one blocked earlier. And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. And that will get the lead up to 14. So they settle for just the 3. But clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off. But it's still 8 up time, got points. So While it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
Tucker now following the made field goal, set to kick it away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. The Bills offense now, they get set to head back onto the field. And on that last drive, went for it on fourth, turned it over. But good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on fourth down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Now let's go.
On 2nd down, here's McCarron. Caught on the right side by Jones. 23 yards on the play. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
They go play action here on 1st down. And almost intercepted. It would have been his 2nd pick of the game. Instead, it'll be 2nd down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Now let's go. 3-19.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's McCarron toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete. Jeremy Curley, the intended receiver, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he let him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Now here's McCarron on 3rd. He's going to let it fly. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Brandon Carr on the coverage there.
And I think we'll probably see him go for it here on 4th down. No reason not to. Down a couple of scores, they have to try and make something good happen.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. And they'll run it with McCoy. And this doesn't end well at all as they stop him far behind the line to gain. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and that's going to be just about all she wrote for this one. Baltimore with good starting field position as they come up 1st and 10. The Ravens taking a knee with victory seemingly in hand here. To a knee goes Flacco, and that should be it.
Listen, anytime you take a knee to end a game, that means you've won it. So it doesn't matter whether it's home or on the road, but there's something a little extra special about doing it in front of your home crowd, isn't there?
And the home crowd applauding. They're happy with what they've seen. Chalk this one up in the left-hand column for a win.
Yeah, that's right. Head to the locker room, throw the wristbands in the crowd for the kids, your gloves, your towels. Get to share it with the home team.
And, Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break.